Dear friends, welcome to another gripping episode of our channel, The Informant Military. Today we're diving into a topic that could reshape global security dynamics: the looming threat of an Iranian nuclear bomb. According to recent statements from the United States, Iran is alarmingly close to achieving nuclear capability. What does this mean for the Middle East and the world at large? If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. On Friday, July 19th, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken made a shocking announcement at a security conference. He stated that Iran is potentially just 2 weeks away from having enough nuclear fuel to start producing nuclear weapons. This development follows the collapse of the Iranian nuclear deal after the U.S. exited in 2018 under then-President Trump, who accused Iran of non-compliance with the 2015 agreement. Since then, Tehran has rapidly advanced its nuclear program. Blinken emphasized that the Biden administration remains committed to preventing Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons, ideally through diplomatic channels, though he did not rule out military options. Between 2021 and 2022, the U.S. engaged in indirect negotiations with Iran to revive the nuclear deal. But these talks fell apart by the end of 2022 due to Iran's excessive demands to the International Atomic Energy Agency. Iran's elected president Masoud Pezeshkian, considered a reformist, has expressed willingness to return to the negotiation table. However, the White House has indicated that reactivating the deal is now impossible due to Iran's significant progress in uranium enrichment since 2018. Unlike civilian nuclear reactors, which require uranium enriched to less than 5%, nuclear bombs need uranium with about 90% purity, a process that is highly complex and expensive. Iran has heavily invested in centrifuges, essential for this enrichment, and in 2023, the Iranian government disclosed it could produce large quantities of uranium enriched up to 60%. This capability means Iran is already capable of producing small quantities of 90% enriched uranium. The next steps involve storing this uranium and expanding centrifuge operations to accelerate the enrichment process further. What are the implications if Iran becomes a nuclear power? To understand this, we must grasp the fundamental role of atomic bombs as deterrents. As discussed in previous videos on our channel, nuclear bombs serve as deterrence weapons, preventing nuclear attacks from adversaries by guaranteeing a retaliatory strike. Nuclear weapons also deter significant conventional attacks, such as decapitation strikes aimed at eliminating enemy leadership or critical defense structures. If Iran acquires nuclear weapons, it will feel emboldened to attack its adversaries, knowing it cannot be counterattacked with nuclear or even significant conventional weapons. This scenario could lead to increased attacks against Israel, Saudi Arabia, and U.S. interests in the Middle East. Notably, in April 2024, Iran broke a significant taboo by directly attacking Israel for the first time. As a nuclear power, Iran could carry out such attacks with greater impunity, knowing that Israel's response options would be limited. Beyond escalating Iranian aggression in the Middle East, a nuclear-armed Iran would likely trigger a regional nuclear arms race. Saudi Arabia, Iran's primary regional rival, would be the first to pursue nuclear capabilities in response. Although Saudi Arabia currently lacks a nuclear weapons program and is a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, this could change swiftly if Iran's nuclear status is confirmed. With its substantial financial resources and strong ties to the U.S. and Western allies, Saudi Arabia could quickly develop or acquire the necessary technology. Egypt, which resumed its civilian nuclear program in 2013, might also feel compelled to advance a military program. Another significant risk of a nuclear-armed Iran is the potential for nuclear terrorism. Iran is the world's leading state sponsor of terrorist groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Houthis in Yemen. These groups could be equipped with nuclear weapons to launch attacks on Israel, attempting to shield Iran from direct retaliation. Globally, the consequences of a nuclear Iran are dire. A nuclear conflict between Israel and Iran could draw in major powers. The U.S. is Israel's primary ally, while Russia backs Iran, raising the possibility of a broader, catastrophic nuclear war. In conclusion, A nuclear-armed Iran would heighten instability and violence in the Middle East and increase the risk of a global nuclear conflict. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest analyses and information on global geopolitical issues.